All right, we're back. I had to get the fog off the glass. The lens. We walked in the back door from 32 degrees outside, and it's probably 50 degrees in here. And the lens fogged up immediately. So I was saying that loose or breathing houses are not energy efficient houses. Tight houses are energy efficient houses, but you have to do them differently in some ways. And so we want a tight house because it's going to be super energy efficient, meaning that the heating and air conditioning will run very little in order to maintain the temperature in this house. And this is my first one, so I can only tell you anecdotally and from other people who have built these houses that when it is completed and it's done right, the heating and air conditioning almost never run, even on the hottest days and the coldest nights. So that's what we're going for, and that it indicates the process that we've done here. The ICF walls, the spray foam insulation, so that the actual shell of the house is conditioned all the way up to underneath the roof. We don't have the typical insulation in the ceiling above the right above the living space. We have it all the way up on the roof, and so we put it up there, and then we seal everything very tightly. But even in the process of spraying this foam, we found that we don't catch every little crack and crevice, and that's what this aero barrier is going to do for us. That is going to fill all of the little cracks and crevices, and that gets us back to the energy efficiency ratings. The net zero rating requires a 1.5 air changes per hour for the house. And air changes per hour means how many times the air turns over inside the house due to leaking. 5 is required by the city, by the code. I think there's a green energy star rating. I'm not sure if that's the exact name, but that's at like 2.5. And 1.5 is net zero ready, meaning that if you put solar panels on this house could actually exist off the grid. It would produce enough electricity to provide all of its needs from the solar panels. So we're going to do this today. It's going to take a couple hours. Chris Morin with Cova, Virginia Green Homes. Sounds like he might be coming in the door. He will set all this stuff up, and it's going to mist throughout the house. And this is Chris and his son. I'm doing a video, just kind of walk through. I won't make you stand in it or anything and talk. I'm just trying to go over what we're trying to do here. So we're going to do this misting, and we're going to pressurize the house. We're going to put a type of blower door on, and pressurize the house, and so air is going to force out every place that there's even the slightest little opening to the outside, and this mist will go towards that, and when it gets to the pressure change, it'll be activated from the high pressure inside to low pressure outside. That'll activate this mist, and it'll fill that hole up. And it can actually fill up to a half an inch wide hole in the process. And so right now our air change per hour is at 2.5, and we're trying to get to 1.5. So we feel good that we will get there, that this will bring us down to the point that we need, and it's going to be an exciting day, you know. So we're going to get started with that in a little bit, but as you can see, we have gotten a long ways. I bought scaffolding because it became apparent that we were going to need scaffolding for this entrance, and it was cheaper just to buy it than to rent it. It's really amazing what everything costs nowadays. It's painful what stuff costs, and if I rented that piece of scaffold, I'd have paid for it in about 2 months. So I just went ahead and bought it, and we'll use it forever. It'll surely pay for itself very quickly. So we have all of our rough ends done, our electrical, our plumbing, mechanical, framing, insulation, everything has been approved to this point. Chris will do this. Next week we start putting up drywall, and then as I said earlier, then we start putting finishes on, and it really will start looking like a house. At the same time, we'll start cleaning up outside and get some landscaping done, and we've got a driveway to put in, a little bit more concrete pad outside the garage, a garage door. There's still 1,000 things to do, but it'll move along faster here in the coming weeks, and we're hoping to have this finished by May. That would be a great thing. So anyway, that's the update. Oh, and you can just kind of see through the door here, our back porch. It's a lovely back porch, and we're going to put a fence across the back there, and at that point you won't even know there's a street back there. It'll be a nice private backyard, and very nice piece of property. But the biggest thing is that this is going to be a high performance, energy efficient home. It's going to be healthy and safe and quiet and just very livable. And I would tell everyone that it may be the best built home they ever live in, because they don't build them like this very often. And if they do, it's the multi-million-dollar houses. And we're trying to build a house that's affordable to the masses. And that's what we're going to be working towards. So, till next time, we'll be talking to you.